Okay, storytelling on. Hey, I'm here to. This is going to be a Roll20 dynamic lighting for Lonelywoods. I'm working on the new, like more stuff on Rime the Frostmaiden, but then I kind of realized this is pretty cool, and I'm really digging this, and I'm trying to get this prepared for the next venture. And this is the new dynamic lighting, and I'm not to say that I've got everything figured out, but I'm just kind of tweaking, trial and error, figuring it out myself. But I wanted to show you because I think it's pretty cool. And let me hide the. And so what I'm doing is the story is that just so you kind of know what I'm doing. They got this. Oh, I'm gonna turn this off. They got this keelboat. They got they just came to the docks, and it's at night, and they brought a Lonelywood fisherman that they rescued. They fought some ruffians and they bypassed Targos and Tourmaline and are now at Lonelywood. They went up to Lonelywood, which I was kind of surprised they do that, but here they are. And they wanted to find a druid. Like one of the guys, we got to get a druid. We got to kidnap a druid. And I'm like, but that intrigued me. So I'm actually, adjusting the story accordingly. And so now there's an old druid. And remember, Lonelywood is sort of like a bunch of old retired, assassins and spies. So I wanted Lonelywood to be a little tough, little remote area that's not, they're sort of not taking any, gruff or whatever from Targos and the ruffians from there, the bullies. But they're remote. They're kind of remote up on the top of the lake, the northern part, and they got their little forest and everything. So I was trying to figure out like what is the culture then? How are they dealing with what's going on? And at night, the way I've set it up is that the Pavel's. I found an older map of Lonelywood on Google, and there's a Pavel's whatever place, and the Scrimshander. I'm going to kind of put them together into one place where the guy is always he always has like a cauldron of fish stew going, so that whenever the fishermen come in, they'll come to him for the fish stew and then give him any old junk they found. And so his place is filled with junk, but there could be some magic items in there, or so I'm gonna give him a treasure roll if they can persuade the guy to let them look around or pay him some gold or something, or pay him a fish. And so there's that kind of fun little aspect. And then I'm going to make these guys all ornery old guys with missing limbs and scars. And, once they were adventurers, but not now. And I'm going to have an old druid there that tells them, can help them and help locate creatures. So there'll be some cold light creatures. I got a couple of cold light bears. And then I'm going to have, with the glowing eyes and adding a little fear in there. So they're going to be the bears. That's the first thing. And the bears are going to be coming into the village. And then after that, I'm going to do the white moose haunting. I got a couple extra features that it can do, like fog mist, and then attack them. And if they don't save, the high. If they don't save, then they can only react and then swing back with a disadvantage because it's like coming through the mist and charging them. And then if it takes some damage, it'll take off and go back to the elven ruins. And the druid is going to tell them like tonight is the good night to go hunt. Because he knows that there's not going to be a blizzard coming. He can sense that it's going to be a calm night. Lastly, they go that night, and then they can follow the tracks back to the Elven Ruins. But this night that they're at, I'm going to do a blizzard's going to come on, and so they're going to have to go. And he's telling them there's two creatures coming into the village, and it's hunting us. So he's going to get them to go out and find them, and of course they're going to be in the dark, and it's going to be hard to see. So that's what I've set up here. Now they have these kind of like these fires set up here on the docks, and a few of the old ruffians, the tough guys, retired old guys and gals are hanging out here just cause they feel safer, or they want to be together, or they just want some light, and and their tales of old. While the rest of the villagers are hiding in their homes in the dark, but they're all locked up. And I'm gonna, obviously they're not they don't have a shortage of wood here in Lonelywood. And the way I set up these lights, so I just want to show you that. I really hate that they have the little, because sometimes I go like that by accident. I wish this thing was not by default on all the time. The little blue brackets that help you scale things. I kind of wish maybe I had to hold down Alt for that to turn on for me to use. That way, whenever I select it, I can just select it and move it. Also, on this map, I increased the size of this map. Here's another thing about Rime of the Frostmaiden that I'm a little, I want to. they don't really have. When you go to each of the villages, there's not really much adventuring in the villages. In these great maps, like Bryn Shander, you have to go out. East Haven has a little bit there, but they don't with the town hall and the Dwargar. But they don't really. I wish they would have just fleshed it out a little more as far as how to adventure in the town itself. Because I look at that, what I'm going to do. I'm going to have them have to hunt down these bears in this village, and they have to go around looking for them. And I really want to use the villages more because the maps are pretty cool. You know, they're just nicely detailed and little artisticness. So look, imagine when they go out and we go this way, you know, and they got to go look. And so I made this area bright so they can kind of see a bit, but then they got to go hunting around for the bears. You know, that's pretty cool. Like they got to look around and dun, 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 and hear stuff. But it's going to be a blizzard. So here, I'll just show you where the bears are just so you kind of know. My players better not be watching. Where are the bears? Where the frig are they? Oh, I put them in. I just put them in here for now. In the 4. Okay, I'm scared now. I don't even know where they are. Where are they? Oh my gosh. See? Total hunt. Oh, I think they're out further out on the map. Let me just. And it's definitely, man. It's a really big map now, so it's going to be. Yeah, it's pretty. And I got a pretty decent computer here, so this may be rough on the other players too. So I don't know. But I gotta do it. Gotta do it. I just drew some bears. Here they are. Basic bears. I could draw like little scarier bears with cold light. I might do that because I still have a week to go. Or just these bears and add some snow and then like cold glowing eyes. That shouldn't be too hard for me to do. I mean, I should do it. I think I will definitely do it. But I'll have those 2 bears and they're gonna be like you know, hunting around and snooping around and you know, they're gonna be covered by the blizzard and then the darkness. So it's gonna be a fun little adventure. And they're going to have little extra attack things. So, I just think it's going to be fun for them to look around. I'm going to have them like literally crawl their characters around, and I'll probably do a couple little DC 12, you know, freezing, falling, kind of tests, you know, or dropping something. I don't know, something like that. Let me show you how I did set up these guys, and the lighting was a little tricky to me. I had to go trial and error over and over. Okay. Right now, I'll just show you this character. The characters. I kind of wish too that we could. There are a couple different weird issues with these lighting and the tokens. Like one issue I have is whenever I make an orc and give it its hit points, you know, based on the stats or whatever of the thing, and then if I copy and paste it, right? So I make 10 of them. Then when I do the hit points damage on one, it mirrors all the others are cloned, like they all mirror it. Like what? So you have to take out the HP thing in the stat thing to stop it from doing that, so that each one will be unique. But why are they even doing that? Why are they cloning each one and connecting the hit points like that? No one would ever do that. So why would they even have that? So one of you go and complain to them for me, please. And the other thing is I kind of wish the dynamic lighting, like if it's a player character, they all kind of had very similar. You could just mirror those. You could mirror because I have to go in and do for each one of them these settings. So this is dynamic lighting, token vision on. I have night vision on. They don't have night vision, but I just need the visuals. I need the visual here. 75 feet. I chose this dimming grayness because I chose different colors. Like a dark purple, I thought would be cool, but it got all these dark purple hues going, and then when one guy's over here and one token's over here, then there's this strong purple in the middle, like. So I just put this gray there, and the dimming starts at 5 feet, so hopefully it's a nice gradation out, you know, which is what I guess you see there. And then I turned off their bright light, like their torch light, because I want to really. I wanted it to be dim for them, even if they have torches or whatever. And the bright light is it gives this weird, if you can see it there. This is weird. This is the third. Okay, all these campfires have the bright light setting, and they. I gave them the night vision as well. I kind of did the 125 feet because I wanted them to. And 50 feet starts dimming at 50 feet, which is I just was tweaking it, but I gave them the bright light because they're the fireplaces, campfires, and 30 feet out and then 20 feet dim. But it does have a weird little okay blurriness here. You can see right there. There's a circle there that's kind of disconcerting for me. I don't know if it's just me or my system or what, but that's kind of odd. And then outward is the dimming light, and then of course the night vision light. So here it is with, if you hit Control L, you see what they see, right? I kind of wish it was just automatic. Like if you selected their token, you see what they see automatically. To me, that's more helpful. I don't know which way is more helpful, but anyway. So the four characters have the same, just not bright light, but just the night vision light, and I'm using it as they can see this far, a certain distance. And I wanted them to be able to see in this area just to get a feel for the village. They've already seen the whole map last time because I didn't have it set up. I didn't have the lighting set up. And so now I set it up. And it's a little tedious. And I think you need to play with it. You need to sit there with each map and check it out. See what you think about it. And what you plan on doing. And then play with the lighting, the dynamic lighting. And turn out, make sure everything else is off. I turn off the grid. I don't like the grid. It snaps everything to each part, and it snaps the size of it to the grid. I don't get that. So let me show you what else I did. I increased in here. I increased the size of the map. This guy right here. I think I doubled or tripled it. These and then after that let me zoom out. Yeah, after that. If it's gonna look, the map was originally say this big, and then I scaled it all the way down to fit this entire thing. So I've really increased the size of this map. So it's really a lot bigger. The reason I did it was to be able to fit. Okay, now where are they? Was to be able to fit the tokens in there, get this lighting going. In the previous, and it's still kind of difficult, but in the previous map, with the smaller map, and the tokens were in there, all I could see was the blue brackets. I couldn't even select the token very easily, which it's kind of frustrating that you can't. If they would just turn off these bracket things, it would make life a lot easier. And then I would have to hit Alt or something to turn those on, because those are annoying. Because when I have small tokens, I don't know if you guys know of a solution, please send me a link to what that is. I wouldn't have to deal with making maps so big. I'm doing it to try to get so that I can at least select the guy without having to deal with these little token things. Or maybe I just need to just select and hold tight, and then it'll move it. It won't stretch it, but I don't know. Okay. I think I need to trim my mustache. So I guess that's it for this. I just wanted to do a quick little thing about really kind of thrilled, really excited about this though. I'm figuring out this lighting. Obviously Rime the Frostmaiden is one of those ones where you really want to get that lighting down. You want to get that mood, that darkness, get that sense of shrouded in darkness all around them. That sense of despair and people desperate and, camping out and trying to deal with this. This is gonna be a lot. I think this is gonna be cool. We'll see how it goes. It's in the next session. They're gonna see this. So that's it for this. I just wanted to go through what I did. I know I'm just rambling about it, but it's something you have to kind of mess with yourself and really get down for yourself, so you know all the ins and outs of it to tweak. And of course, I'm not even sure I know all the ins and outs of it. But anyway, that's it for now. I just wanted to do a quick video on that. Hopefully that will give you ideas on how to get lighting going. That's it.